DSS confirms Simon Ekpa charged with terrorism in Finland. Well, this is a headline from nigerianews.com. There's something I want to let us know before I proceed with other headlines, because there's a lot of headlines here. You can as well see another headline here that Tinubu purchases or launches new fighter jet to fight against Biafrans in Biafra land. The only problem they have in Nigeria is Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and Biafrans. The killings in the northeast, northwest, and north central, it does not concern them. But that's by the way. The thing I want to say concerning this DSS of 18 over this Simon Ekpa's issue, I saw one blogger, one Yoruba blogger, they are always having first-hand information, whether it is propaganda or lies. But don't forget, they are doing the dirty job for the government. So the guy posted that DSS are moving in, or rather, he put it this way, he said that DSS is swinging into action. Now that the Finland government have prescribed Simon Ekpa as a terrorist, because Simon Ekpa is working for a terrorist group. In other words, the Nigerian government have made Finland to believe that IPOB is a terrorist organization. But come to think of it, Simon Ekpa is not working for IPOB. That is the truth. You prescribed IPOB while Simon Ekpa is working under autopilot. So these two does not align together. But let me just read what the Yoruba guy said. He said that DSS have vowed that they are going to swing into action, do to Simon Ekpa exactly what they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya in 2021. So in other words, they are planning to kidnap Simon Ekpa. So what I'm trying to understand there now is that Finland is going to free Simon Ekpa. But in that letting him to go, there must be, or rather, the Nigerian government would have stationed all their agents in Finland that will kidnap Simon Ekpa. They are going to work this in now with Finland government, because they have promised Finland government over 60 years of drilling our crude oil from my backyard and natural gas for free for 60 good years. So Alex Tope is playing the dirty game with Nigerian government. So that is exactly what is going to happen. Simon Ekpa might be free anytime soon, might be by next week. But behind that freedom, there's another capture that follows it. That is what my mind is telling me. Not that it is real. But I'm trying to make this comment based on what that Yoruba blogger said. That Yoruba blogger, I followed it and I checked the people that are following him. Sanwo-Olu is there. That Lagospedia who posted that time that Igbo should leave Lagos State or Southwest, also following the guy. So in other words, that guy must be an APC agent who is having first-hand information, either real, lies, or propaganda, because this is part of the games they are using to weaken the Biafrans who are solely following Simon Ekpa with all their hearts. But let's keep our arms crossed. But I also want to send out this information. Anybody who is living within that vicinity of Finland and who have direct contact with Simon Ekpa should let him know about these plans. Because a sitting time will not only save 9, but it's going to save 10, 11, up to 15 or 20 thereabouts. Let us proceed with other informations we have here. Tinubu commissions 2 Agusta 109 helicopters into Nigerian Air Force fleet. This one, they are commissioning it for who? For IPOBs and Biafrans. Maybe this is the one they are going to use on the 30th of May to bombard the Biafrans who will stay in their homes. Or rather, they are going to use it to bombard the military and police in their checkpoints and then blame it on IPOBs. We know their games. We are our worst enemies. Joseph Igbokwe blames Nigerian traders for hike in food prices. Each time they want to make the stupid comment, they must look for a stupid Igbo man that they are going to use to do that. You are saying you are the problem of your own self. So you are expecting the market women, when they go to the market and buy on a very high rate, Then when they get to back to their shops, then they will reduce money to sell for them to please Joe Igbokwe and the APC government. ISWAP fighters, they don't kill another 23 farmers and fishermen in Borno. The fighter jet is not for them. Oh no, all these ones now, they are part of the government. This is what Tinubu signed before he was given the mantle of leadership. He signed this mantle with UK. He signed it with the Kabars. So we are not surprised. I beg, let us just go straight to the reason why we are here. If you get this message, just help me circulate it. Simon Ekpa need to be extra careful. Ngozi Orebeze is protected because of the country she is. Now Finland have been compromised, so anything can happen. The Department of State Service DSS confirmed on Friday that Biafra separatist leader Simon Ekpa has been officially charged in Finland with terrorism-related offenses after being detained for about 6 months. This development follows a report by Niger News earlier, which revealed that Finnish authorities had filed formal charges against Ekpa for his involvement in inciting terrorism and participating in activities of a terrorist group. I repeat this statement. The Finnish authorities have filed formal charges against Ekpa for his involvement in inciting terrorism and participating in the activities of a terrorist group. Who are that terrorist group? IPOB is what Finland government is calling a terrorist group. Anything Nigerian government and APC cannot do does not exist. Ekpa, who was arrested or rather questioned by Finnish security agencies in November of 2024, faces charges of inciting terrorism and participating in the activities of a terrorist group. According to Finland's National Prosecution Authority, the charges relate to public incitement to commit crimes with terrorist intent and participation in the activities of a terrorist group. Make another watch. How many times they have used this terrorist group? Nigeria with their propaganda. But when our people saw you trying to upgrade your game to counter all this their propaganda, they will call you manner of names. One came to my DM yesterday. You always bring fake news, and I look at him and said, "Do your own, and I will watch you." Okay, no problem. Let us proceed. This alleged crime took place in Latte, Finland between 2021 and 2024 and are reportedly connected to Ekpa's effort to establish the Biafra region as an independent state. Although Finnish authorities have not disclosed the suspect's identity, local public broadcaster, while he confirmed that the individual in question is Simon Ekpa Njoko. Ekpa, who claims to lead the Biafran Republic government in exile, has denounced the charges. He remains in custody as legal proceedings unfold. The dual Finnish Nigerian citizens also serves as a local representative for Finland's Conservative National Coalition Party in Latte, where he holds a position on a public transport committee. Ekpa is widely known as a self-proclaimed leader of a faction of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, which has long been advocating for the independence of Nigeria's southeastern region, a territory that experienced a brutal civil war in the late 1960s. At the time of Ekpa's arrest, Finnish authorities saw the detention of 4 other individuals on suspicion of financially supporting Ekpa's activities. However, the prosecution authority later released them due to insufficient evidence to press more charges. The DSS, in a chat with Vanguard, confirmed that the charges were filed today, which is Friday morning, as scheduled. The case will be heard in Paijat Hamed District Court in Latte. A hearing date has not yet been set. Ekpa is suspected of committing the crimes between August of 2021 and November of 2024. Furthermore, the DSS revealed that Ekpa is accused of spreading separatist propaganda from his home in Latte, Finland. Finnish police, working in collaboration with Nigerian authorities, continue to investigate Ekpa's activities. which are believed to have incited violence and other crimes against civilians and government officials in southeastern Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu commissions 2 Agusta 109 helicopter jets into Nigerian Air Force fleet. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has officially inducted 2 new Augusta 109 Trekker helicopters into the Nigerian Air Force, reinforcing the nation's area defense capabilities. Represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Tinubu presided over the induction ceremony held at the Presidential Air Fleet apron in Abuja on Friday morning. According to the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, the event formed part of the celebrations marking Nigeria Air Force 61st anniversary. Commending Air Force for its steadfast role in national and regional security, Tinubu acknowledged its operations across Africa and retreated the government's dedication to equipping the military. Today's ceremony marks another milestone in our unwavering commitment to strengthen our armed forces, particularly the Air Force, towards a more secured country, he said, highlighting the procurement of additional platforms such as Diamond 62 surveillance aircraft, the T-129 attack helicopters, and King Air 360I aircraft. The president emphasized that the administration resolved to modernize the armed forces and prioritize troop welfare. He affirmed that security remains a pillar of his renewed hope agenda, adding, neither economic prosperity nor justice can prevail amidst insecurity. Therefore, the Nigerian armed forces must intensify efforts to conclusively defeat the enemies of our collective progress and safeguard the future of our nations. A well-equipped military is essential not only for securing our nation, but also for preserving our democracy. My administration will remain steadfast in modernizing the armed forces and investing in cutting-edge defense technologies to confront both conventional and systematic threats. This induction ceremony is not merely about adding new helicopters to our fleet. It is a strategic statement of intent, a demonstration of our collective resolve to defend our nation and reinforce Nigeria's leadership in Africa, he added. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, in his remarks described the addition of the Augusta 109 helicopters as a key step in bolstering operational capability. He said, the dynamic security landscape of our nation demands an agile, well-equipped, and responsive Air Force. The induction of the Augusta 109 Trekker, a versatile light-to-wing engine multi-role helicopter, is a significant leap in our modernization efforts. It will strengthen our multi-domain operational capability, increase responsiveness, and enable efficient missionary delivery. Abubakar also expressed gratitude to President Tinubu, lawmakers, cabinet members, and international partners for their continuous support in enhancing the Air Force mission readiness. We are our worst enemies. Igbokwe blames Nigerian traders for hike in food prices. A chieftain of the All Poverty Congress, APC, Joseph Igbokwe, has stated that Nigerian traders are responsible for the increment in the price of food commodities. Speaking via a Facebook post on Saturday, Igbokwe claimed that the traders are too greedy to allow prices to drop. The political commentator asserted that prices of food items are statistically coming down, but has failed to reflect in the market prices due to the wickedness on the part of traders. Igbokwe lamented that Nigerians are the worst enemies of themselves. He wrote, prices of cool foods and commodities are coming down, but Nigerians will not help Nigerians. Our greed, our wickedness, and avaricious tendencies have no part 2. We are our worst enemies. Nigerians steal what they do not need. You are talking to yourself and other members of the APC criminals. Meanwhile, Ibokwe has said that the only political figure visible trying to challenge Tinubu in the 2027 election is former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. That means your own brother is Hassan Wuro. Speaking via his Facebook page on Tuesday, Ibokwe, however, stated that Atiku does not stand a chance against Tinubu. He opined that the former vice president's reputation had been destroyed by SY President Olusegun Obasanjo. According to him, the only person that is challenging Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 elections is Atiku Abubakar, but unfortunately, his former boss and former president OBJ has crushed and nailed his reputation in his book, My Watch. It is what it is. Ishwapo, fighters don't kill 3 farmers, fishermen in Borno, but Nigerian military are busy chasing rats while their houses are on fire. Islamic State of West Africa province ISWAP insurgents have reportedly killed at least 23 farmers and fishermen in Malam Karanti, a remote village near Baga in Kukuwa local government area of Borno State. Nigerians learned that the attack occurred on Thursday morning and has sparked further concerns over the growing insecurity in the region. The victims, predominantly beans farmers from Goza, were said to have made arrangements with a rival Boko Haram faction to farm and fish in areas controlled by insurgents. In exchange, they pay regular levies to the group for the use of the land and water resources. According to a report by a counter-insurgent publication focused on the Lake Chad region, Zagazola Makama, the Iswa fighters stormed Malam Karanti around 9 a.m. on Thursday, rounded up the fish farmers and fishermen, and executed them on suspicion of collaborating with the rival Boko Haram group. A source quoted by the publication stated the terrorists spared an elderly man who later returned to the community and raised the alarm. The source further added that the victims were accused of working with Boko Haram and defying Iswap's control over the region. Efforts to recover the bodies of the victims were halted when the insurgents returned to the area and opened fire on the search party. This forced the recovery team to retreat without retrieving the bodies, further complicating efforts to give the victims a proper burial. Borno State Governor Baba Gana Zulum has consistently warned local communities against entering into agreements with terrorist groups for access to land or fishing rights. Governor Zulum has repeatedly stated that such alliances not only fuel terrorism but also expose civilians to betrayal, interfactional rivalry, and deadly reprisals. Such alliances not only fuel terrorism but also expose civilians to betrayal, interfactional rivalry, and deadly reprisals, Zulum has cautioned in previous statements. A local official who spoke to journalists under the condition of anonymity said that some community members continue to trust terrorists, believing that paying levies or cooperating with them would offer them protections. Unfortunately, some locals continue to trust the terrorists, believing that paying levies or cooperating with them is going to save them, the official added. He added, but history has shown that these groups turn against them in the slightest suspicion of territorial dispute. Anyway, my wonderful people, and here we go take back break. More of these videos will come in your way. Have a nice day. Enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your weekend, and enjoy the 40 states fundraising spearheaded by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, the USBG Deputy Prime Minister. I'll be back again with another Ubonga news. Emesiano, my people.